Siyam na ang barko ng China sa pinag-aagawang Panatag o Scarborough Shoal. Yan ang lumabas sa isinagawang pagdinig ng Senado para pag-usapan ang dapat gawin ng Pilipinas kaugnay ng tensyon doon. Pero hindi pa rin makadulog ang Department of Foreign Affairs sa ITLOS o International Tribunal for the Law of the Sea dahil sa patuloy na pang-iisnab ng China sa imbitasyon ng Pilipinas. May report si Sherian Torres.
Isa pang barko ng China ang dumating sa Panatag o Scarborough Shoal. Sa ngayon, 7 ang sasakyan pandagat ng China sa pinagtatalunang teritoryo. 3 rito, Chinese government vessels. 2 araw na rin daw lumilipad ang kanilang surveillance aircraft sa lugar. Katapat na mga yan ang 2 barko ng Philippine Coast Guard at isa pang barko ng Bureau of Fisheries and Aquatic Resources. Yan ang lumabas sa ipinatawag na pagdinig ng Senate Committee on Foreign Relations tungkol sa patuloy na standoff sa pagitan ng China at Pilipinas sa Panatag Shoal. Di tuloy mapigilang banatan din ni Senate President Juan Ponce Enrile ang pag-angkin ng China hindi lang sa Panatag Shoal, kundi sa buong West Philippine Sea o South China Sea.
I could not believe that simply because the South China Sea was named after China as well as the North China Sea, that all the islands embraced by it, including the Republic of the Philippines, would be owned by China. Otherwise, if that argument is correct, then the whole Indian Ocean, named after India, India could claim all the islands embraced within the Indian Ocean, and also with the Arabian Gulf or Persian Gulf, and so forth and so on.
16 na araw na simula na mag-umpisa ang standoff sa Panatag Shoal. Sabi ng Department of Foreign Affairs, hindi nila ito maiakyat sa ITLOS o International Tribunal on the Law of the Sea dahil sa pagtanggi ng China. Kailangan din daw muna nilang tukuyin kung sa ITLOS nga ba o sa International Court of Justice dapat dumulog ang Pilipinas.
Are they islands? Are they rocks? Are they low tide elevations? That particular issue of the geological feature is not a maritime issue necessarily. It is a territorial issue. That territorial issue has something to do with the question, who owns the features? That is a territorial question. That is not a maritime issue. Therefore, the appropriate forum by which that issue ought to be answered would not be ITLOS. It will be the International Court of Justice or arbitration.
Sa gitna ng tensyon sa Panatag o Scarborough Shoal, ilang opisyal ang nagpahayag ng paniniwala na isa sa mga araw na ito kikilos ang Amerika para saklolohan ng Pilipinas sa ilalim na rin ng Mutual Defense Treaty. Pero mismong ang dating dean ng College of Law sa UP ang nagsabi na hindi pwede mangyari ito dahil kikilos lamang daw ang probisyon ng Mutual Defense Treaty kung ang interes pareho ng Amerika at Pilipinas ang nakasalalay sa usapin.
The Mutual Defense Treaty is a security treaty that is meaningful only in the light of the Cold War. It is an anti-communist agreement side by side with the organization of Seattle. You remember Seattle? But where is communism now? Where is the Soviet Union now? in other words, that Mutual Defense Treaty has no more political context.
At sakali mang mauwi nga sa putukan ang iringan sa Panatag Shoal, di rin naman daw agad-agad na makakasaklolo ang Amerika.
The United States or the Philippines would consider an incident as dangerous to its interest. They will refer it to their respective constitutional processes. What does that mean? That Congress will have to make a decision in the same way that the U.S. Department of State will refer it to the Senate or to some other authorities. It's not therefore an automatic response.
Sabi tuloy ni Enrile,
If our vessels are attacked by any other power in the Pacific area then, or even our aircraft, then we can invoke the Mutual Defense Treaty. Otherwise, that treaty is meaningless.
hindi raw malayong talakayin ang issue ng Panatag Shoal sa pulong ni Foreign Affairs Secretary Albert Del Rosario at Defense Secretary Volter Gasmin kay U.S. Secretary of State Hillary Clinton sa Washington, D.C. sa darating na linggo. Sherian Torres, GMA News.